Okay guys, I've just come off the Staten Island ferry and I've left the camera on the ferry and it's gone missing. So I've lost all the footage I've shot this morning, all around the 9/11 memorial and stuff like that. And I'm more gutted about the footage I lost rather than the camera itself.
We're in New Jersey. We're on the first leg of our New York, Boston, Canada trip.
Right, just picked up the RV. First stop, let's head to Walmart and get some supplies. Okay, we found a huge Walmart. The kids were off playing. But look at this, avocados, 68 cents, which is about 50p each. Good value.
Maybe just as we're going into Canada, we have to eat it all in one go.
Yeah, we don't want to stock up with too much because when we cross the border, we can't have fresh veg and stuff like that. The usual thing like going into Europe, so we need to be careful crossing into Canada. Eggs. I've seen the price of eggs as much as $10, but they're sensible here, about $5, $6. Not too bad. So 2 trolleys, Pepsi Max, juices, water in there, a load of munch and food in there, all for the boys. And it's come to $195.
$195.75 is what we're trying to pay, but they don't take Apple Pay or any contactless pay, so I've had to send the kids back to get their wallet so I can pay.
Hey, we're in the 21st century, in 2025, and they don't take Apple Pay.
Does not matter. Not everywhere does.
Right, that's everything stacked. There doesn't seem to be as much room for putting food in the cupboards in the kitchen, does it, my love?
No, not at the moment, but that's okay. We just need to find it.
But there is a little hidden cupboard here behind the TV, look. Right, it's about 45 minutes across town to the RV park. Let's head there now before rush hour. Look at these roads, these junctions, they are just huge. I love driving over here, fantastic. So this is just normal traffic in New Jersey. Now I'm not allowed to drive this in the main part like Manhattan, New York, that's forbidden. As is Montreal, as we found out earlier. So we're not going there now, certainly not driving this in the centre of there. But the RV park we've got earmarked is just on the outskirts, just across the way, just across the water from Manhattan. Look at that bridge. Bloody awesome. How was that?
That was awful. We've taken our van in some pretty hairy places, but that was the most.
It was. The roads were getting really, really thin.
Yeah.
No wonder they said we can't go into Manhattan. I wouldn't want to.
Well, it's not that we can't, it's just we're not insured.
Right, yes. Right. Libby Harbour Marine and RV Park. Let's go and check in. We've reserved a place here, right?
We have, yes.
Okay. So we've checked in and Melanie has given us lots of things to do. She's even found us a Krispy Kreme pizza shop we've got to go and check out. But look, she's making some notes on the map for us.
See that?
She's giving us a full itinerary to go.
You're going to put Google. You're going to put that in Google. As you're walking, Google's going to tell you what street to walk up.
Okay.
All right? So you can get to this place. We have your RV 5G complimentary Wi-Fi code.
Awesome.
We have the PATH train station. Now, the train station is going to be relatively really easy because all you do is walk 5 blocks straight ahead. And security's phone number. Remember, we have 24-hour security. You have a problem, you call them.
We quickly parked up the RV, slid out both the slides and headed out. Okay, we're all settled in the RV right over here and we're going to take a walk into town or just along the river there, and apparently it's going to be really nice. And look at this, this is just straight out the RV park. The RV park is here and this is the view here, and this is not even Manhattan, this is Jersey City, I understand. So, and Manhattan's just beyond it, which we'll see in a minute. Okay, Statue of Liberty is over that way in the distance. I can see it, but that camera's probably not picking it up there. But look what we see here. The Manhattan skyline is coming in. This is amazing. And right up here is where we can get a ferry to go across there tomorrow. And there you go. The view over the Hudson River at the Manhattan skyline. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. So it's a bit windy, but I'll do my best here. But right here you got Lower Manhattan, and over there you got all the way up to the Empire State Building and Times Square, which we're going to visit tomorrow. This just looks so American to me, seeing these going up there like that. So here we go, crispy pizza.
Which was our recommendation this afternoon.
Now apparently they do a vodka sliced pizza, so
What?
I've got to give that a go, yeah. And there it is, vodka sauce pizza, yeah baby. This must be good pizza at $4.45 a slice. Oh, it's a good tasting pizza, I've got to tell you. I don't taste the vodka in it. Good pizza, guys?
I'm not good at eating pizza.
One of the best pizzas I've ever had. Yeah.
Really? Georgie?
Second best pizza I've ever had. First goes to a Quattro Fromage.
The 4 cheeses?
Yeah.
Okay, how you doing with that? All right?
I'm eating as much hair as I am pizza because it's so windy.
You want a knife and fork with your pizza?
Yes, please.
And back to the van. Now this was an exercise to have a little nosy around the local area, but more importantly to keep everyone awake, so we're all synchronised and on the right time zone for tomorrow.
Let me give you a couple of tips that have really helped with this trip. The first is an app called Mobile Passport Control. You fill out your passenger details and your flight information before you leave, and when you land you snap a picture and submit the whole form to Passport Control so you can join shorter and faster queues. That was a good thing. The second tip is to preload an eSIM so that when you land you have instant access to data. We use Saily, who are the sponsor of this video. Now eSIMs are brilliant, they're really helpful. You don't have the little cards that you can lose in Turkish taxis. I've done that before. They're digital, they go onto your phone and you just access them when you land. It's a really simple process with Saily, and that's why I like them. It's 3 steps. The first is to download the app. The second is to choose the data plan that suits you and then follow the instructions. Dead easy. Having the eSIM was brilliant because I was able to access a mobile network as soon as I landed at the airport. I didn't have to wait for the Wi-Fi at the airport. I could just submit my forms as soon as we landed and get into those shorter lines at Passport Control. I've also already used it to book an Uber from the airport to the RV rental and then to navigate into this campsite. I imagine I'm going to use it loads. Partly for keeping in touch with the office, but also keeping in touch with each other. The boys will have a small eSIM so that they can get in touch if we get separated. We can help you get a 15% discount on your Saily eSIM data plan. Scan this QR code here or use the link in the description, then use the code RADFORDS at checkout.
Right, Lindsay's just a reminder we've been up since 4 and it's now 2 a.m. in UK time. Right, we'll leave Eddie and George having a serious game of poker and we'll pick you guys up in the morning. Good morning from Jersey City. Right, we're all fresh. We've had a great night's sleep last night and everyone's ready. We're heading to the ferry now. We're going to get over the water, over the Hudson River and into Manhattan today.
Well, it's taken us about 3 hours to get up and dressed and out. It's a lot of people in that small van. And that means we've missed the ferry that I had earmarked, which was from Liberty Harbour, right by the campsite, around to Wall Street. So we're taking this gorgeous walk, following the harbour round to Warren Street, and we're going to get a ferry there across to Manhattan.
This does class as a romantic boat trip, doesn't it?
With 3 teenagers and a 12-year-old.
But look at that. Amazing. Thank you. Manhattan, baby. See ya.
We've stepped off the ferry and walked into Brookfield Place shopping centre, and this winter garden is gorgeous.
Wow. Impressive?
Very.
Isn't it?
So impressive. And it was really interesting because we could see this from Brookfield. We could see the structure above the ground. It was like a dinosaur ribs.
Right. Fantastic.
We've just come up the stairs from the Oculus and this whole area is buzzing, and I think we're all ready for our first snack of the day.
Absolutely. Look at all these food vendors along here, but look at this view here. Oh, I've got goosebumps. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. I really am blown away. Fantastic.
It looks like we've hit jackpot. According to Reggie, who is selling the city tours, this is the first time the street vendors have been back since the winter. It's the first day of the spring season, and it's only over on a Friday, so we have hit jackpot.
Right, we better get some then, didn't we?
Yes. I don't know how we're going to choose. Maybe we get everyone to pick a different stall and we can try.
Look at it here. Fantastic. I went for the chicken shawarma and then went to find somewhere for a beer. Talk about taking advantage. I've just paid $10 for a can of Stella. Cheers. It tastes good though.
Now everyone's got a full stomach, we've come down towards the twin reflecting pools. These represent the original towers. They're still here. It's the base of the original towers that were taken out in the 9/11 attacks. This is one of my tips. There is a free audio guide that you can listen to on your phone. There's a little map that shows you where to stand and it gives you a bit of history. There's a bit about the survivors. There's a lot of information on there. It's really good.
And one thing I noticed, there's a lack of bins around here. It's clean, but there's not many bins to dump your rubbish in. And next up, we're going to take the Staten Island ferry across the water and have a look at the Statue of Liberty. So if you don't know, the Staten Island ferry is a free ferry, obviously from Manhattan to Staten Island, and it fits thousands and thousands of people on. There's plenty of room, and you get a good look at the Statue of Liberty without paying the extras for the tours, right?
Yeah, it's a commuter ferry across the water to the other island.
But look at the view we got of the Statue of Liberty. Fantastic.
And it was right here, as we departed the ferry, that I realised I'd left the camera on board.
Look at the view over there of Manhattan. Fantastic.
So, do we need to go gadget shopping now then?
I was thinking just that, but I do have a spare back at the van. So I think for the rest of today, we'll use the iPhone, and then I'll use the Insta360 one for the rest. All right?
Okay.
I also have my glasses, hey? So I can record some video on the glasses. So if you guys are seeing vertical video, that's why. Right, we're at the outlet centre on Staten Island. What are we doing?
Walking around and having a look.
I think George needs a belt.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, they've popped in Gap to get George a belt, but I am gutted. I don't lose things like that at all. Absolutely gutted. Never mind. Here's what it is. Now, luckily, I copied all the footage off this morning than what I recorded yesterday, so that's why you already got part of the vlog on there. But never mind, we've still got a couple of days left in New York, so we'll still be able to pull it out the bag for you, as long as I don't lose my iPhone. They've gone for a Starbucks. I found a bar, and we're having cheeky beer number 3. Cheers. Brooklyn IPA. Good.
Steve's gone for a beer, so we've decided to go to the Haagen-Dazs shop for an ice cream. I've got strawberry cheesecake. This is a regular size. Strawberry cheesecake and chocolate.
Okay, they're all back, and they've got ice creams, look. How is it? Good? Yeah?
This is much nicer on a warm day than a beer.
Nah, nonsense. You can't beat a nice cold beer on a lovely sunny day. Perfect. It's time to get the ferry back to Manhattan. And here is the queues building up for it right now. Looks like we're going on Dorothy Day. And it was about right over here on the other ferry that we were sat. So I must have left the camera on the seat here or something. Oh well, here's what it is.
So thankfully, we've got back on the ferry and we can show you the view.
What's the chance of this? It's a turn up for the books. We've just boarded the ferry and Derek, the guy in the Lost and Found office, has just called me and said he's got my camera. And literally we were just pulling away. So I've got to go back to Manhattan and then get the ferry back to Staten Island again to come and pick up the camera. But hey, it's worth it. So me and Harry are going to go back and get the camera, and these guys are going to go off shopping and doing whatever you're going to do. And
We're going shopping, we're going exploring.
Exploring, okay. And we'll hook up in an hour or so. Right, give me more cuddle and I'll take the photo now. Ready? Unfortunately, we've got to get off the ferry and then get back on the ferry again. So, and here's the queue to get on the ferry again. Okay? It looks massive, but this ferry holds thousands. Back on Dorothy Day again.
Steve and Harry are back on the ferry, so we've come to have a look at the Raging Bull, which is a symbol of a really positive stock market. I'm not sure we're in that position right now. A lot of people keep coming up and groping the bull by the balls. I think that's supposed to be a sign for good luck.
Disembark the ferry again. And we got the camera back. Yay, they're awesome, isn't it? So that's Derek and Vic that sorted us out. Right, back on the ferry again. All right. Sorted, eh? Wicked. Give me the touch. Boom. So we just bumped into the guy on the ferry. Grady, was it? Grady, what a character. He just came on dancing to music on his phone and we just sat and chatted to him the whole way across, didn't we? What a character. Lovely guy, got loads of kids, 63.
Yeah.
And just enjoying life to the max. We love New York, eh? You love New York?
Love New York. I'm going to get a picture of this.
So I've been using the Find My app to find them, and we're nearly there. They're at Pier 17. And there they are, yay!
So we have been everywhere so far. We've been down Wall Street, we've seen the bull. We didn't touch his balls though, that's supposed to be for good luck. And they're big balls on the big bull. And then we came down Wall Street and saw the Stock Exchange and, what was that building? Freedom Hall. And then we've wandered down here, and this is really pretty round here.
It is nice, but are we done with the financial district?
Yeah, I'm in the financial district.
Should we head up to Midtown?
Yeah, we're heading. Oh, Midtown or Chinatown?
Chinatown first, then Midtown. And right there is the Brooklyn Bridge. I think we're going to try and get a bit closer and maybe even go over there tomorrow. We'll see.
I'm playing bingo of all the cliche things that I expect to see in New York. One is a fire escape on the outside of the building. There's one on there. I've seen steam coming out of a grate in the floor as well. We've seen some crackers, people.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you know if I find any more.
It's all kicking off here, look. Hey? So they're shooting in Chinatown. Law and Order, episode 22 right now.
22 is the finale of the season.
Okay. Not going to tell you what happens, though. Keep you in suspense to watch it. This is cool. There's just so much to see in New York. I need to come back. We've literally got 2 days, 2 full days here. We may have to come back on the way back through and maybe do another day here before we drop the RV off. Oh, it says don't walk. Are we walking? Let's just walk. Hey, Chinatown, look at it. Fantastic. Hey. Love it. And I just grabbed another beer, but it was a heck of a lot cheaper in Chinatown, as is everything. What did I see? 3 mugs for a tenner, 4 t-shirts for a tenner. Cheap as chips. Right, time to hit the subway, baby. Right, let's see how this works, eh? We can get some tickets. Actually, we can just tap and go through. Let's go for it. Who's ready? Ed, go for it. Ready?
It was at this moment when the train started to cross the East River to Brooklyn that we realised we'd got on the wrong train. So we got off at the next stop and continued towards Midtown.
Finally made it to Times Square and 42nd Street. There's a real vibe down here. There's music being played.
40 seconds. What do you reckon, Naz?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic, man. This is awesome. Just awesome. Really didn't think I'd like New York as much as I do. It is brilliant. Hey, Georgie.
Take one outside for dinner.
Fantastic, man.
Time in New York.
Absolutely mental round here, man. Absolutely mental. And it is only a Friday. I'm guessing at the weekend it's going to be even busier.
So many people. People everywhere. People who work for the fire department are naturally the coolest people. Imagine turning up to work and realising you're in one of them for the day.
It is all going off here, isn't it? Okay, they've got a cool thing they're doing here. There's a lot of people with cameras and iPads around them, and what they're doing is as you're walking by, they're snapping a photo of you and then showing you on the iPad, which is pretty cool. Look, there you go. Just like my guy there, and he's taking a photo of it there. Fantastic. That's a pretty good entrepreneurial business idea. But there you go. Absolutely fantastic. Let's come back when it gets a little darker, shall we?
Yes.
Let's go and find Mum and come back when it's darker.
Everybody! Nice, nice! Make some noise, y'all. That's not easy, y'all. Wow! If you like what you see, make some noise! Wow! Hey, Milo! Yeah. Go all the way up! Oh! Ow! Everybody clap! If you like what you see, make some noise!
George, what's the biggest misconception about Times Square?
It's not a square.
It's not a square, right. If you didn't know that, Times Square is not square. Okay, we were looking for what was the best place for cheesecake in
Yeah.
New York,
Yes.
and Junior's came up, and there's a few Juniors. It's a bit of a chain, isn't it?
Yeah, the prompt was don't overthink it, just come to Juniors.
There
That's
it
what
is.
they said.
It's a very special place.
But we're also trying a $10 milkshake because we want to know.
What does a $10 milkshake taste like? Well, George is going to let us know that one. And we've all ordered a slice of cheesecake each, so... Okay, I ordered the carrot cake cheesecake. Look at that. And you guys have gone for the OG, have you?
Yeah, I think, and Bernice has gone for a big strawberry pie.
Oh my goodness, Bernice, look at this! Oh, sorry.
George.
And this is what a $10 milkshake looks like. Hey, Georgie? Huh? And it'd be rude not to have a beer as well. Good.
Oh my god. That's amazing. But we forgot. One between two. That's
Right.
what we should have done. One between two.
Yeah, I should be sharing this. I guess you guys want to try my carrot cake? Okay. My carrot cake cheesecake has got me beat. And you?
Oh gosh, we're all beaten.
And Harry and Eddie. But Bernice, she's done the best, look. Well done. And even George has finished his shake. Well done, Georgie. Tired. We're all tired. We've walked our legs off. Literally, we're going to finish here, head back and have a look at Times Square in the dark, and then head back to the RV, I think. Oh, look at the Corvette. Look at that. Huh? And it's the right colour as well, isn't it? Hey? Beautiful. Right, that's it. It's nearly 10:30. We have walked our legs off and we're all shattered. We've got the PATH train back to New Jersey, and we've got about a 15-minute walk to the RV park, and then we're done. We're going to sleep well tonight, but we'll be up to do it all again tomorrow.